Yeah, I just came to pick up an empty. It's yeah.
So, straight, first curve, make a left.
Okay.
On the left side, you're gonna see a whole bunch of empty there.
Okay, cool.
Wait.
I appreciate it, man. So, just got the Walmart DC out here in Smyrna, Delaware. Finally got signed to empty, y'all. So, hoping it's still here. Gotta go take a look, check it out, make sure it's good to go. Try to book a load. Straight back. Finally got assigned to empty trailer, everybody. As y'all know, the other day had some issues with finding a trailer. However, luckily, got that resolved. Got assigned a trailer. Which was it? They actually put it on me yesterday. However, I wasn't in position to pick the trailer up yesterday. Reason being, I needed to do a full 34-hour reset because I was running off of recaps. So instead of me going to get the trailer, I said, hey, I'm gonna just wait till my clock reset and then I'll go pick the trailer up, because there was no point of me at the time picking the trailer up when I wasn't gonna have any load to pick up right afterwards. So I actually just waited until the day to pick it up, and I'll jump on the load board. I have been on the load board, and it is Saturday, so there's not too much going on the load board right now. So more than likely,
0.3
I might
miles
be
ahead,
sitting
turn right.
another day. I'm here now. Why is the GPS still? Turn this off. Yeah, man, we back rolling. We'll define this empty trailer, get connected, and like I said, hopefully jump on the load board and see if there's anything available. I'm at the Walmart DC out here in Smyrna, Delaware, and locate this trailer and get back with y'all. All right, y'all. So finally got connected to the trailer, as stated. If y'all watched the previous video, I did have a trailer issue with my last load that I was heading to pick up that I wasn't able to get a trailer for. So they did find one out for me. I was about 2 hours away from home. So quiet. That's the dog. Sorry about that, y'all. I do got a Frenchie, that my little road dog. But yeah. So I was 2 hours away from home. From the Jersey area, from Delaware, so I ended up just driving home that night. And next morning they found me a trailer out in Smyrna, Delaware at the Walmart DC to pick up. So I didn't pick it up yesterday. Like I said, reason being I was running off of recaps, and I already had about 18 hours of off duty time that was rolling. So I just decided to just let that keep on going for a full 34-hour reset. So I'm here now at Walmart picking up my empty trailer. It is Saturday. I'm from the Northeast area, so it's not a whole bunch of loads out of JB Hunt that's out this area. A lot of them is out in like the North Jersey area, I would say. So that's mainly where I do a lot of my runs. When I'm home, I go out to North Jersey and take those. A lot of them either go out to Ohio or Indiana, Michigan area. Some down to Georgia, some down to the Carolina areas. So that's normally what I like to do for my route so far. I'm still new here at JB Hunt, so I'm getting the hang and the swing of things. But yeah, man, just, definitely wanted to touch bases with y'all, let y'all know, an update from the previous video. As y'all know that, one of my loads had to get canceled. And during that time, I wasn't able to make money off that load because I did not have an empty trailer to pick the load up to get live loaded. And I was waiting around for so long, like just so long for them to find me an empty trailer. And at that, it got to a point where I just said, all right, I'm gonna head home because I can't wait anymore. So now the following day, they did update me. They were able to pay me a few $100 for, you know, the mileage, the fuel, and the load getting canceled on me. So I was able to get a couple $100, you know, compensated to me for the inconvenience of things. However, I still am having some issues as far as the $500 that was taken out from the load that I talked about with you guys that was late, that I took down to the Carolinas. So what's going on with that is they told me that, you know, the $500 fee still stands. And if I want, they can pull the phone call that I had with my previous capacity coordinator, whereas though they're able to basically go on the phone call and show me where I was told that I was supposed to be charged a fee. Now, I did let them know that, hey, I do want you to pull the phone call. Reason being, I know what I was told. You know, like I said, I was told that it was going to be either 20% of, you know, the load amount, or it's going to be $500, whatever, you know, the lesser amount is. So I want them to pull that phone call next week and basically hear the same thing that I heard. And hopefully we're able to get that resolved. And hopefully they don't come back to me saying, hey, well, you know, the information that you were given was incorrect and this is what's correct, and then just still charge me the fee, because that's when I'm going to be pretty upset. I try to be, you know, level-headed about things, but at the same time, you know, as an independent contractor, we can't just have money taken out for things, you know, especially so much that was taken out. Like I said, for me to drop that load to Carolinas and be charged 20%, you know, $500 plus the 35% that's already taken out to JB Hunt, is basically like I delivered that load for free. So I do want them to take a look at that and just give me a little bit of insight on what we can do to kind of have a solution on both sides, because right now it doesn't work for me with just allowing $500 to be taken out and me just not paid at all for that load. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. I'm not going to go too much on and on about this. I just wanted to catch you guys up. So next week, once I do hear something back from JB Hunt about that $500 fee, I will be more than happy to let you guys know, just so that you're aware of the processes and how it goes here. Whenever you do have a late load or a load that you're not able to deliver, that someone will have to recover and you know, deliver for you, I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. I'm gonna jump on the load board here, see if there's anything new that popped up that I could pick up today. Like I said, it is Saturday. I do have a load tomorrow, picking up in, I believe, Burlington, New Jersey, and that's going out to Virginia. Not a long drive, but it was paying fairly good for, you know, not so much of a distance. And that's something that I like to do. Like, as a driver here, I like to keep my, you know, loads light. I don't like pulling heavy loads because it's a lot on the truck. It's a lot, you know, a lot of fuel. It's just, I just don't like heavy loads. And being up Northeast, it's a lot of mountain areas. When you're going back and forth from here to the Midwest area, some mountains down going towards Virginia and things like that. So I try to keep the loads light. On top of that, you know, I also try to, you know, I pick some loads that's paying good without having to go too far. Because it's like when you're in this side of town or the country, it's not really high paying loads. So I try to at least get me a short load that's paying so-and-so amount, and then find me another one right after that that's paying amount, so that it adds up to, you know, what a good load may be that's out of, you know, maybe the Illinois or the Indiana areas, Ohio area, stuff like that. Whereas though you paid a high amount to not really go far at all. Now I look at the load board for states like Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, they're paying, you know, good money for the loads, and you really don't have to drive them too far. And the ones that you do have to drive far, they're paying actually fairly well. So, you know, I'm not from that area, so I don't have the ways to take advantage of that all the time, being as though I am from this side of the country. So we just, you know, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how it go. If you got any questions, you know, you want to ask, leave them in the comments. If you want me to, you know, do a load board video with you guys, let me know as well. I'll show some of the states that's available and some loads that's available in each state. I'll do that for you. and anything else that you know have questions on, whether it's with SFI, with the lease purchase, or if it's with JB Hunt as well. You know, I can answer some questions. Like I said, I'm still new here at JB Hunt, and I just got a truck from SFI maybe 30 days ago, so I don't know all and everything, but you know, I do know a little something to be able to answer some of you guys' questions. But yeah, I'm out of here, man. Like I said, I'm about to jump on the load board, see if it's anything that I can catch for the day to, you know, just pick up and drop off real quick and still have enough time on my clock to pick my load up tomorrow morning. But it's your boy, you know, YFH Sean Wayne, man. Peace.